Sonic Frontiers is the latest new mainline Sonic game where Sonic and crew get sucked into a portal in the sky where they visit the recycled asset zone, I mean cyberspace, and explore the mysterious Starfall Islands, where Sonic learns about the origins of the ancient civilization that have ties to the Chaos Emeralds. And I fucking love it. Sonic Frontiers is the first game in forever that feels like it's an actual progression of the franchise. It finally does things that I feel like I've been waiting to see the franchise do for years. This game got mixed to positive reviews upon launch, but if you ask me, I think this game is amazing. And honestly, if you ask most of the people who have played it, they would agree with you, which you haven't really been able to say for a Sonic game in quite a while. So I'm going to make it all of your problems and rant to you on why I love Sonic Frontiers and why I personally think it's the return to form that the franchise has needed for years. With reason one being, Cyberspace is commonly referred to as the worst part of Sonic Frontiers. But if you ask me, I honestly enjoyed almost every single one of them, with a certain few being excluded. Why would I love to play old levels with worse controls with recycled assets? Well, because plenty of these levels, about half of them, are completely original and are completely made with Sonic Frontiers' controls and engine in mind. And if they really don't float your boat, you can just go over to Big's fishing minigame and fish for a while, and boom, you're set for the rest of the island. Big is also holding children hostage. I think we need to alert Child Protective Services about that. Why? How does he have 20? How does he have 20 in his pocket? Where is he keeping them? He has a tiny belt. There's no way he's keeping 20 of them in that tiny little pocket on the side. We need to call CPS. Sonic Frontiers is split into 5 islands, when it's really 4 islands, because one of them's story filler. But all of the islands are immense playgrounds for Sonic to run about and collect all kinds of giddly goodies. What the fuck did I just say? He grabs collectibles. Yeah. It's basically a playground with how many things there are to do. All kinds of sort of mini challenges here and there. You just run to one, run to the other. Oh, hey, look at story progression. Oh, hey, another thing I can collect. The flow of the game is immaculate when you are in the overworld. The first comparison most people did when they first saw the game was compare it to Breath of the Wild, when I personally don't find it as close to Breath of the Wild as it is to Mario Odyssey, where there are more movement-based challenges than actual puzzles. But hey, I'm not complaining. I love both games. So, W. Sonic Frontiers is probably the best game in the entire franchise in terms of combat. While the Werehog tried to have an attempt at it, it really didn't feel like you were controlling Sonic as much as you were controlling an entirely different character. Meanwhile, in Sonic Frontiers, it feels like you're controlling Sonic, who just has really flashy and fast attacks that you constantly chain together, where shit's just flying everywhere at the late game. It's crazy. It really just makes you feel overpowered, which scratches the itch under my ear, under my Sonic fan stained ear. It's blue, by the way. The boss fights in Sonic Frontiers are by far the best in the entire franchise. The scope of every single one of these boss fights is absolutely huge. My favorite one, the Wyvern, you are flying around the entire island that you're just running across. Really hammering into the idea that Super Sonic is just so fast and strong. Makes you feel ridiculously overpowered. Which, another itch behind every Sonic fan's ear. All of our ears are blue. It's Tomoyo Otani making Sonic music. What else do you need for me to convince you that it's great? Absolutely nothing. Sonic Frontiers' story had a lot of build-up to release. There was a lot of mystery surrounding what it'd be about and what Sonic was even doing there in the first place. And honestly, it was a little underwhelming to me at first, especially towards the end. But instead, I've learned to appreciate it for what it does, like how it fixes the characterization of Tails, Amy, and Knuckles, who have all been very static since 2006. Every single interaction they had with Sonic just made me really happy. It put a big old stupid smile across my face whenever Tails and Sonic had a little brother relationship. And Knuckles and Sonic had a really strange staring contest there. Not sure what they're doing, but I love it. And then there's Amy, and I'm not gonna lie, I kinda just don't care. And finally, this game is something I have been wanting for ages. An open world Sonic game was literally my dream as a child, and now to finally get it, well, let's just say I am more than pleased. I hope the series continues to go in this very interesting direction and improve. Yeah, I don't know. 9 out of 10.